It's happening. What's happening? Everything is heading towards this mid-cycle point, guys. The mid-cycle top, I believe. Right? A lot of people will sell too early. A lot will sell too late. A lot of people won't even know what's happening. Right? But on this channel, we're going to try to stay on the right side of history if we can. We have a lot of different indicators we're going to use, guys. One of them being David Schwartz. But for now, let us enjoy this pump. Why? From BC Backer, breath. As we can see right here, the market is opening up, guys. Right? These smaller stocks are rising rapidly. The Russell 2000 keeps on pumping. When you look at that, it's heading towards this euphoric moments, guys. Right? Oh, remember when Bitcoin was pumping? Right? Remember when Bitcoin was pumping, and this is Russell 2000, guys, amazingly bullish. I do believe it's going to go like to 3,000 or whatever, a lot higher. But remember when Bitcoin was pumping earlier this year, guys, right? Altcoins didn't do much, but now it seems like altcoins are waking up. What does this mean? Yes, alt season is near, guys. Especially look at Bitcoin right now, about almost 66k, right? I believe the 66k-ish level will be a good amount of resistance, guys. What I want for XRP is to come. Well, maybe if it goes up, guys. But I do want it to see it come down a bit. Then I'm going to throw a leverage long on XRP, right? But things are looking very bullish. Why? Because this is the USDT.dominance chart, guys. Right? It's literally breaking down this support level, right? It's heading towards the green zone, right? We need this to literally die and fall, guys. So things are looking amazingly bullish, guys. Right? Again, I'm really excited to see what happens next, because we're probably going to keep pumping and pumping and pumping. All season is right around the corner. So many good things are happening. Now, Bitcoin is the leader, guys, right? So this is the USDT.dominance chart, right? Whenever we see this chart pump, altcoins and Bitcoin are dying. But when we see this chart dump, the cryptocurrency market is doing quite well, right? Very bullish indeed, guys. And right now, it's holding what? Resistance. It just turned it into resistance. The line that's been holding this USDT up since 2021, guys. Now, this is what I believe will happen. You guys ready for this crazy chart? I think what we're going to see is an inverse head and shoulder pattern, guys. Right? Or a head and shoulder pattern, as we can see right here. Right? So I believe what's happening here is it's going to go all the way down to 3%, right? Come back up to retest this trend line once again during what? The Black Swan event, right? And it comes all the way back down. Over here, people will be tricked into thinking it's going to go up, but wrong. It's going to die, guys, right? That's what I think will happen. Because this looks really weird if you ask me, right? So if we dump here on this chart, that means Bitcoin and everything else is rising. But when this pumps again, everything else will fall insanely crazy, right? But then this will probably take a huge dump again, guys, right? So I'm really ready, guys. I truly am, because things are looking amazingly bullish. Not to mention, China has started printing, guys. Means we go higher, right? The liquidity is being injected, guys. Now, if we look back to the charts, that was when what happened? The crypto / stock market topped, right? Crypto / stock market bottomed out over here somewhere, right? So right now we're moving back up, guys, right? Liquidity is being injected again to everything, it seems as, right? The everything pump is right. We're literally witnessing the everything pump right now, guys. Oh, okay. Let's go to the SPX. Look at that. It goes higher and higher and higher, guys, right? The Dow Jones, exactly the same exact thing is happening. Look at that, guys. Again, heading towards this blow off top, right? The mid-cycle points, guys, is imminent, like that. It's about to get crazy, right? If the Dow Jones goes up like, I don't know, 10%, Bitcoin is doing 100%, guys, right? Well, not necessarily, but you guys know what I mean. It's going to pump insanely hard. Now, the Naysays M2 money supply since we started pumping on Bitcoin October 1st, 2023, guys, right? So the money supply, M2 money supply, guys, is going higher as well, right? So they're all printing and printing and printing like never before. Not to mention, we have all these mechanisms to pump these assets. Why? Tether lawsuit claims they use bots to pump Bitcoin. No one else called it except us. Good. This is what I wanted to see. Why? Because USDT just printed yesterday. A 3-day delay means a pump. Okay? This is so beautiful, guys. I really wanted to see the fact, and it came out into light, because when we see them print, and we need them to keep printing, guys, right? When they stop, that's the bear market, or some type of small bear market or whatnot. The anonymous traders bots trades inflated Bitcoin prices during the class period. By trading the base USDT for Bitcoin and other crypto assets on other exchanges, the bots send an artificial signal about the level of demand for Bitcoin, inflating Bitcoin's prices on those exchanges. Because the market believed USDT was fully backed by United States dollars, it perceived these purchases as investment of the equivalent of fiat currency in those cryptocurrencies, reflecting genuine customer demand at those prices, guys. Exactly. Do we not see the market has been propped? Right? They're literally longing the hell out of Bitcoin. Look at this, guys. Right? On these certain exchanges. Good. Yes. Let them. Right? So that's mechanism number 2. Mechanism number 3. Mechanism number 1, printing of USDT. Number 2, America printing. China printing. Guess what? The Federal Reserve is going to start cutting rates during when? September. The first rate cut will begin. The market usually tops out 1 to 2 months after that point, but people front run in all sorts of stuff, guys, right? So all of this is bullish for now, right? Not to mention, we haven't even seen Donald Trump come into play, because Trump proposes corporate tax cuts to 15%, right? So all these things are happening, guys, which are bullish for markets. Not to even mention, this is crazy. VP candidate JD Vance has 6% of his portfolio into Bitcoin. Look at that, right? Isn't that crazy? So obviously, if they're invested, they're going to make it go higher, guys. Golden bull market confirmed, right? With Trump's head movement, 250k Bitcoin imminent. Imagine by the end of the cycle, because I do believe this is going to be a crazy cycle, guys, a long cycle indeed. Imagine Bitcoin is at 300k later on, right? Think about that. Just imagine that, right? Imagine what altcoins will do in this type of scenario, guys, right? Or plus, right? 300k plus. Imagine that type of scenario. Do you not understand what that means? Oh, if you don't understand it, you will see it one day, hopefully, and I will too. Why? $10 trillion BlackRock CEO Larry Fink just says he was wrong about Bitcoin. Wild times. We are truly living in wild times, guys, right? If he was wrong about Bitcoin, then he's wrong about Ethereum as well, XRP, and every other altcoin known to mankind, which means they're going to pour all their literally easy money into these assets to price or to pump the hell out of them, guys, right? It hasn't even begun, because we are right now just at the beginning. Enjoy. Please like today's video as well. Thank you.
Now, I know you have been a leader in willing to embrace crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. Now, BlackRock is not known as a gunslinger by any means, so you obviously must believe that this maybe is an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are. I believe.
Do you not see what he's saying right here? Do you guys not listen? Obviously you guys are listening, but I just want to prove his points, because he's talking about the debasement of currencies. These things, we know that there will be currency crisis, some type of currency crises ahead of us, guys, right? So imagine all this money. This is how I know Bitcoin can reach crazy levels nobody ever thought about, right? So if Bitcoin can, imagine Ethereum at 30k, XRP at $90. I don't know, right? So we're literally, it's going to be a wild, beautiful ride ahead of us, guys. The journey is only literally beginning, it seems as, right? But please just listen to him, because he's speaking. He's literally being the salesman for Bitcoin. And remember, his company owns it all.
We have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios.
Do you guys not see what narrative they're using now? This narrative right here, guys. Donald Trump's incident that just happened recently, right? Is a country free or not, and all sorts of stuff, guys, right? So more people are becoming pro-Bitcoin, pro-crypto.
I believe you're going to see that as one of the asset classes that we all look at. I look at it as digital gold, as I said before, and I do believe there's a real need for everyone to look at it as one alternative to, I would say, the optimism that I have in the world. If you want to hedge hope, Bitcoin is not an instrument for hope unless you're hopeful you're going to make a lot of money on it. But I look at it as a vehicle in which you're expressing your financial acumen in something that you're more frightened of the world, you're more frightened of your existence. And I believe there's a great industrial use for it. And I think a lot of people are missing that.
I couldn't agree more. I changed my mind about what you did. You admitted my thinking. I was like, I don't believe it, so I can't believe it. I want to thank Larry Fink for the message of optimism.
Thanks.
And
There we go, guys. Right. Now the world is waking up right now because Justin striped to allow European customers to purchase Bitcoin and crypto using their credits or debit cards, guys. Right? Look at that. So they're all coming in. Another avenue just unlocked for people to flood in their money to buying Bitcoin, guys. Right? Because there are all these other avenues, but another one just got unlocked, guys. Right? To people buying any coin out there. Now remember, when they buy Bitcoin, hopefully they see the return on investment isn't as crazy as certain other altcoins, generally, right? So what they're going to do is exchange that Bitcoin into what? Exactly, altcoins. You guys see the FOMO? Not to mention, they're buying right now. Spot Bitcoin ETFs hit $16 billion of inflows. Right, you can't make this stuff. BlackRock just bought 4,000 Bitcoin today, right? Look at all these institutions, guys. ARK buys, Bitwise buys, right? So all these things are happening, guys. Look at that. Today, $500 million they bought, right? That was just today. The other days they've been buying hundreds of millions as well. Justin, Japanese public company Metaplanet buys another 200 million yen worth of Bitcoin, right? You guys don't see what's happening? They're all FOMOing in, guys. The buying pressure is out of this world, and hopefully it does not stop, right? So we're most definitely heading towards that blow off top moments right now. Well, at least a mid-cycle point soon, I believe, right? So we're going to get out whenever that appears, guys. Hopefully, I mean, with everything we know, hopefully we time it correctly. Not financial advice, but things are looking very bullish in my opinion. Let's go. What do you guys so amazing? See you.